I've been up for 4 hours since 4 in the morning getting ready for WWE Elimination Chamber, so I'm gonna go get some rest right now, and then I'll be back for the review. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's JLD and we're back at it again with another video for you guys this morning. Today I woke up at 4:45 a.m. Eastern so that way I could catch Elimination Chamber at 5 o'clock in the morning. This is due to the 11-hour time difference between Eastern Coast and Australia Western Coast. And I gotta say, for a show that started at 5 a.m. Eastern, I'm impressed with how the show went. Elimination Chamber consisted of one kickoff match, 4 regular matches, and the Grayson Waller effect, with 2 of those matches being Elimination Chamber matches, one for the men's, one for the women's. I don't know if it was just me watching Elimination Chamber, but I felt like at some points the crowd was going absolutely wild, but at some points it was pretty dead. I also felt like there was certain points during the show where WWE was actually pushing crowd noise at the most inaccurate points. Like, I think at one point Bobby Lashley was coming down the ring for the men's Elimination Chamber match, and out of nowhere just the crowd started popping out like crazy. Or maybe it was just me being half asleep at the time, I don't know. But anyway, in today's video, I'm going to talk about my review of Elimination Chamber and go through the matches in the order that they happened. And just keep in mind, these are spoilers, so if you have not seen Elimination Chamber and you are going to watch it, make sure you go check it out on Peacock before coming back to this video. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you turn on notifications and subscribe to the channel. That way you get some of the best wrestling content out there. We're going to be posting some more videos and live streams coming soon. So starting off, the kickoff show was Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae versus the Kabuki Warriors for the Women's Tag Team Championships. And I did not watch this match, but all I know is the Kabuki Warriors retained as I expected. And the reason I didn't watch this match was because I was sleeping. I was not going to get up at 4 o'clock. I had gotten home at around 12 o'clock last night, and I got into bed around 1, so I needed my beauty sleep. But if I have some time later on, I'll probably watch it later on. So Elimination Chamber opened up with the Women's Elimination Chamber match starring Bianca Belair, Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Becky Lynch, and Naomi. But I was surprised with a few things that happened during this match. First off, Naomi got eliminated before every woman was in the match, getting rolled over by Tiffany Stratton, so Tiffany gets that pinfall. Liv Morgan would actually eliminate Tiffany Stratton, causing an uproar with the crowd, who was going wild for her, screaming out Tiffy time during most of her segments, even doing a nice flip from the top of the chamber onto the woman. But of course, we knew Becky Lynch was going to win this one, but I think the ending could have been much better. Liv Morgan ended up rolling up Bianca Belair for the second to last pinfall, just to get distracted and get hit with a manhandle slam by Becky Lynch, with Becky Lynch winning the match and going on to face the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania. Next up, we had the Grayson Waller effect, and let me tell you, I was so happy for Grayson Waller. He was embracing all of the Australian energy going into that ring and just hanging out with everybody. He was introduced to the ring by Austin Theory, which they didn't even televise Austin Theory come to the ring, so I don't know if they played his music or if he just walked down. And it seemed like a pretty straightforward Grayson Waller effect. Obviously, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes were the guests, and even before they started, Grayson Waller was like, "Let's go acknowledge our tribal chief," which I do. Plus, we got hit with some pretty nice surprises. First off, Seth Rollins is only a few days away from being cleared to compete, meaning that he will be ready in time for WrestleMania. And Cody Rhodes officially challenged The Rock to a match. When that'll happen, I have no idea. I'm hoping it would be night 1 of WrestleMania, have Cody versus The Rock, and then night 2 would be Cody versus Roman for the Universal title. But if that doesn't happen, I feel like that would be something that happens in SummerSlam. Next up, we have the Judgment Day versus Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, which obviously the Judgment Day were able to win the match. I actually liked the part where Dominic Mysterio tried to announce them as the tag team champions, but got booed completely out of the arena. But I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping R-Truth made an appearance saying that he was able to get a flight from Austria to Australia to distract them and somehow get the tag title win. And this match was a pretty good match. I enjoyed it. There was pretty good action between Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, and the Judgment Day. Both got their hits in and made some pretty good moments. But it did end, unfortunately, with a double choke slam from Damian Priest to the floor, and then Finn Balor going in with the coup de grace. And I think in the process, Finn Balor broke his thumb because he was holding that like he was in pain. And then we had the men's Elimination Chamber match with Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton. And I gotta say, they had some pretty good moments in this match, going up to the end also. First of all, can we acknowledge that Logan Paul did a perfect S? Us 90s babies know what he did. Also, that was a pretty funny drawing of Kevin Owens, so I thought that was cool and hilarious. In regards to the chamber match itself, it was pretty straightforward, nothing too unpredictable, but once LA Knight was trying to get the pinfall, AJ Styles came in and, you know, officially made the match of AJ versus LA Knight at WrestleMania. That's basically what happened there, as AJ Styles hit him with a chair multiple freaking times, getting LA Knight eliminated in the process. I really thought at one point Randy Orton was going to win, but once Logan Paul came back after getting eliminated with those brass knuckles, I was like, oh, that's it. Drew McIntyre is going to WrestleMania. And like I said, Drew McIntyre winning this Elimination Chamber match makes much more sense than Randy Orton, because Randy Orton's on SmackDown. He doesn't really have too much feud with Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre definitely does. If I had to pick a second person, it would have been Logan Paul, because then it would have been Logan Paul, Seth Rollins Part 2 at WrestleMania, which would have been cool too, but Drew McIntyre deserves his world title shot, I feel. Plus, I could see at WrestleMania CM Punk making an appearance and screwing Drew McIntyre out of the title. And for the main event, we had Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship. And they definitely delivered, because mommy's always on top. There were some points where I thought Nia Jax was winning, especially when she did her signature move and dropped on top of Rhea. I was like, there's no way Rhea's getting out of that. But somehow she did. I even think at one point she lost one of her earring gauges or whatever, because something flew by when Nia Jax was beating her up. But Rhea Ripley was able to get that riptide and retain the title once again in her home country. And I'm happy she was able to have her hometown moment, thankfully, because she definitely deserves it. If you count the kickoff show, the show technically was around 4.5 hours long. It finished around 8:30 Eastern time, and by then I was freaking tired, man. And now with Elimination Chamber done, we are officially now on the road to WrestleMania. As of today, there are 42 days until the big event, with some more matches being added to the card. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed title. We could potentially have Cody versus The Rock in there somewhere. We have Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Title. Bayley versus Asuka for the WWE Women's Championship. And I'm sure we're gonna get probably Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and LA Knight versus AJ Styles. So what did you guys think of Elimination Chamber? Let me know in the comments down below. If I had to summarize Elimination Chamber, it was a really good show. The crowd went wild because it was their first show in like who knows how many years. I just really wish R-Truth had flew in from Austria. So that's my thoughts, guys. If you haven't done so already, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way you get some of the best wrestling content out there. And now, without further ado, I'm gonna go disassemble my desk, and we're gonna have a brand new setup for you guys starting next week. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.